Norman Mineta, in an underground bunker beneath the White House, observed Dick Cheney giving a stand-down order to make sure that the plane approaching the Pentagon was not shot down.
Norman Mineta.
Norman Mineta.
I don't buy into it, but you know, take your best shot. If there's an aspect of September 11 that you think people should be questioning, what exactly is it?
Well, nothing should have struck the Pentagon. We have Norman Mineta's testimony that he was in a bunker with Cheney prior to it hitting, and an aide came in and said, the plane is 50 miles out, it's 30 miles out, do the orders still stand? And Cheney turned his head around and said, of course the orders still stand, did you hear anything different? And that's a direct stand-down order. He should have stopped whatever was going to hit the Pentagon, and he didn't. And that has been censored by C-SPAN in the archives. Yeah, it is in the 9/11 Commission hearings.
Okay, loose change, 9/11.
Had that order given, I think it was by the president, that authorized the shooting down of commercial aircraft that were suspected to be controlled by terrorists. Were you there when that order was given?
No, I was not. I was made aware of it during the time that the airplane coming in to the Pentagon. There was a young man who would come in and say to the vice president, the plane is 50 miles out, the plane is 30 miles out. And when it got down to the plane is 10 miles out, the young man also said to the vice president, do the orders still stand? And the vice president turned and whipped his neck around and said, of course the orders still stand. Have you heard anything to the contrary? Well, at the time I didn't know what all that meant. And
the flight you're referring to is the
flight that came into the Pentagon.
Yeah.
And so I was not aware that that discussion had already taken place. And but in listening to the conversation between the young man and the vice president, then at the time I didn't really recognize the significance of that. And then later I heard of the fact that the airplanes had been scrambled from Langley to come up to D.C., but those planes were still about 10 minutes away.